lives matter. Trans lives matter.
I cannot think of it. I mean, that's why? Why would they could have a unisex room, men's room? I don't know, man. I would not tell a woman. Women have enough problems. I'm not gonna tell them they can start dealing with this problem too. I don't want to say
Trans lives matter! 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 The California Democratic Party. I want to thank Ashley for the president. And all the folks that who have worked hard to organize this walkout and rally. And I want to thank everyone who's here in support and all the trans and non-binary folks that came here, because I know how dangerous it is every time you step out of your home.
yes.
I am honored to be speaking in support of our transgender siblings today. I have a message for the Netflix CEO. We appreciate that you admitted that you screwed up, and you definitely did screw up. But admitting that and not creating change does nothing. Now is the time to make substantive changes by listening to the asks that are made today and making sure that you do them. And if you have any doubts about the asks, go watch your own Netflix special, Disclosure Again, please.
Yes. Trans people, you guys, I love them. I had a transgender girlfriend, she had a huge fucking dick, and I loved every second of it. I sucked that. He's telling the truth. I sucked it raw. I know, that's still transphobia. How is it transphobia that I love her dick? What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a fetish. It's not a fetish. She's super fucking hot. She's the biggest tits of any chick I ever saw in my life. Jesus Christ. This is the hottest trans chick I've ever fucking seen. No, I hear it. I'm just trying to back up.
Love your body. Love your body. Don't chop it up. Self-love, not surgery. Self-love, not surgery. Self-love, not surgery. Self-love, not surgery.
I don't understand how that's transphobic.
Because you're here right now and you're shouting.
I'm supporting jokes.
You're interrupting a moment when people are trying to
have your moment in a private space. It's a public street, for the love of Christ.
It's actually on private property now.
No, it's a public street. I can do what I want.
This isn't a public street anymore. This is private property.
It's a de facto public street.
This is private property now.
Supreme Court versus Mayberry. Check out the biggest problem with podcasts. So if everybody could just take out $1 for my stick, for my poster board, I bought the big Sharpie. Those are like $2.99 each. I feel like that would be reasonable.
I know, I'm still here. I'm still here. Sorry, I'm still here.
Okay. Sarah, why is this woman blocking my free egress through an American country? Because she's what? She's what? She's a what?
She's a better person than you are.
She's a what?
Can you look me in the eye?
Can you take off your mask so I can hear you?
No, man, I got respect for you.
Okay, so what is she?
She's a better person than you.
What is she? I can't with the fucking mask, dude. You gotta take it off. You don't have to what?
It's called a pandemic and we don't want to take COVID.
Okay, well I don't have COVID. I'm vaccinated. You want to see my card?
Yes.
Okay. You want to see my vax card right now?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Absolutely. We're
it's
in
on
a
my
public
phone.
place and you're not wearing a mask.
You're going to get your Netflix special?
My what?
Your Netflix special.
My net what? What? Bro, I can't understand you with the mask. Why aren't you guys vaccinated? Yeah, why aren't you guys vaccinated?
We are vaccinated.
Are you wearing a mask? Yeah, if you're vaccinated, why are you wearing a mask?
Because we're in public and the pandemic is raging.
All right.
I'm not trying to get sick.
You mean we? Transgender School Podcast. How do I find the podcast?
It's called I have a 4-year-old child and I'm going to be...
Why is this guy touching me, yo? You make sure he doesn't touch me?
Nobody's touching you.
Thank you. Can you make sure she doesn't touch me? All right, hey Dick, you have my hand. Thank you. All right, go to my friend Dick. Can you see what she's between me and my friend? I just want to slowly. Okay, let's go over. Okay. What are we doing? We're doing regular exercise here. Wait, get on your knees. All right, we formed a bridge here. A bridge between the good side and the bad side. Why does he get to be on the good side? He's proposing to you. Yeah. I think we know why. Look, I think we're supporting LGBT rights more than these guys at this point. Gay marriage, gay love, free. Heterosexual men can hold hands and it's not a problem. Oh, yeah. And I'm bisexual, so it's an easy lesson. Oh, shit. And as a bisexual man, I want to tell everybody, you gotta love comedy as much as you love yourself. You do. Isn't that real? Yeah, that's true. All right, Dick. Well, I'm gonna go run a football thing right now, and I'm gonna see if these guys are fast enough to catch.
You have a 4-year-old child.
What's Antifa gonna do? What's Antifa gonna do? Oh, okay. How about right here? Where do you want me to put them? Okay. Why don't you stop free speech? Where do you think where do my free speech rights end? Back in Texas. What does that mean? You're a fucking child. I'm from Texas? Yeah, it means you're a fucking child.
Free speech doesn't cover hate.
Yes, absolutely.
No, it doesn't, babe. No, it doesn't.
What consequence? Are you eating up? I can't talk about comedy? Not here. In front of, I want to be clear, in front of Netflix. In front of Netflix, we can't talk about comedy. I got no love for Christopher Columbus. I'm one of the good Italians. But here's the thing. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to tell you guys, Dave is funny. Dave's the funny one. How am I disturbing the peace? That's not what's happening here.
Yeah, it is.
Bro, I don't need your armchair, police, law, whatever you got. So were you, okay, you've been incarcerated. What right-wing media? I was looking at LA Times. Are they right-wing now? The LA Times is right-wing. Cocksucker, what are you talking about? Who's right? What outlet are you?
I love them. They're like, I don't know what, but the fact that you haven't covered any side is legitimate press. It's not legitimate press. You have to cover both sides. It's not legitimate press,
bro.
Being someone as an artist, my name is Max Luger. I have a company called The Content Campus, and we accept everyone, you know, transgender, lesbian, gay, it doesn't matter. Your personal purpose has nothing to do with us. However, I do believe within the trans community, you have to allow yourself to grow negative and positive, in a sense that comedians have always been the window gatekeepers of cultural change. If popular comedians are actually talking about you, that means that your community is moving towards a more mainstream aspect of the world. If people are talking about you on a global level and actually making skits and making fun about you, that's you being actually accepted into the overall community. You see, because the thing is, if you're able to allow yourself to be poked fun at, you're now part of the larger discussion. Instead of always being a subculture, now you're part of primary culture, which is allowing popular comedians and pop culture to bring you in is what you want. You want that. You don't want to always be this sensitive little bubble to the side. You want to be able to make fun of yourself, other people make fun of you, which doesn't mean that you're subjected to being persecuted. Well, that's what the law is for. Make the law change to whereas the law doesn't allow people to persecute people within your community. But don't stop the world from accepting you on the global stage by making yourself so sensitive and not allowing pop culture to integrate within your community and for you to actually grow. That's my feelings on the situation. And a lot of my friends within the LGBT community feel that normalization is the key instead of being put in some sort of special bubble.
You say the part about comedy being, and talk to that camera, about comedy being like where culture gets examined.
Well, think about it.
Yeah,
think about it. Like, all comedians have always been, if you're doing something progressive in culture, comedians pay attention to you. they're gonna, especially the popular ones, they're gonna make fun of you, but them making fun of you is the world actually seeing that, hey, you're part of the global aspect of life. Everyone gets made fun of. I think of like Archie Bunker, I think about the Jeffersons. We've moved, we can't laugh at ourselves no more. Everything is so serious. And when things become serious, we start to lose our sense of entertainment. We start to lose our sense of just enjoyment, because now you're terrified to say anything. I have friends, man, make black jokes, make Asian jokes, make all the cultural jokes you want to make. Because at the end of the day, this is how we all come together. We laugh together, we grow together, we progress together. But if everyone is terrified of saying anything, this is how people build animosity in their heart. Because what they don't say out of their mouth, they feel in their heart. There needs to be somewhere where you could release these feelings and actually grow from these feelings.
Oh my God! Brilliant! I know that you're just jealous of sex like that, bro. You shouldn't say I'm racist. But you racist. It doesn't matter. Someone's trying to grab my sign and came out of nowhere. She's done research.
You probably have a dick, bitch. Maybe. I bet it's tiny though. But I don't. But am I assuming? No. Shut your bitch mouth. I don't know. We'll come back to the
I don't understand. I've seen Full Metal Jacket. I don't know what comes next. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not here to scare you.
Oh, yeah. So you're throwing a flag over a man's head. 100%
What, that was scary to you? Oh my God.
No, he scares you so much you have to do this like when people laugh. You know what? I'm not going to waste my voice on too much. Oh, yeah, not going to get don't be. Oh, you only did that for yourself.
You want to be all over the internet embarrassing yourself. Is that what you want? You want to be all over the internet embarrassing yourself? Hey,
These people over here are afraid that it's not important. This guy over here is afraid that the binary won't confer on him his male privilege. Netflix says they want to show both sides. We just want to show both sides. So would that mean they put on an Ali Long special and the next day they put up somebody who hates Asian women? No shit. No! There's no both sides here. We're talking about apartheid. We're talking about a Holocaust. We're talking about otherizing. We're talking about otherizing. The binary world will not serve us anymore, and there are no both sides, because feminism is human liberation and trans liberation is human liberation.
Talk about I really don't like it. They knocked my buddy to the ground. Yeah, sorry.
After he took
They knocked my buddy to the ground on the pavement. He might have a concussion right now. And they're just trying to drown us out for saying we like jokes. We like Dave Chappelle. Comedy is very important to the American experience, to the American way of life.
To imagine a new world for both consumers and employees of Netflix, we must dream of guidelines and policies that take our existence into consideration. The realm of entertainment is changing, but to move forward collectively is to understand that where the money goes for projects needs to change. I want us all to dream of stories you want to hear, people you want to see both in front of and behind the screen, and even think of your own creative self to know that it is possible. There are a ton of trans writers that exist already, but we need new and more new diverse writers as well. New visionaries, individuals of all gender diverse experiences and expressions who seek to continue to recreate and imagine this brave new world to showcase their story. To journal, to write, to heal from past, present, and historical trauma that lives and moves within us. As this is part of GJLA's Healing Justice practice, we invite you to come along with us on this journey. On our monthly membership meetings, we host them the last Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. where we do Healing Justice practice. Quick plug. And the last thing I'll share, folks, is that the landscape that we are currently in, the entertainment landscape that we are in, is changing, and it needs to change.
I mean, you know, the other night I was watching this special with my fiance, and I was dumbfounded by the comments that I saw, the homophobia, the transphobia, and I don't think people really realize what is being put out there because it doesn't affect them directly and their community directly. So that's why I'm here, is because I'm a proud trans man. I am also an actor and filmmaker, and it's my passion to put out stories in media that represent trans people correctly. And I think that people that should be made, if I want to go on, you know, a special and make a joke about what it means to be trans or a trans experience that I've had, I can do that because I've lived it and I've gone through the pain that it's taken me and the judgment that it's taken me to go through and be my authentic self. And I just feel like pushing down minority groups that you don't know about is so inappropriate and it's not your place. And I really encourage Netflix to take it off of their platform because it's really damaging to anyone that could possibly see it, that might be dealing with, you know, suicide, who also is, you know, dealing with their gender, their sexuality, and it's just a way to put in negative thoughts, and it's just a really negative thing to have out there, especially when they have disclosure as well. Another documentary on your platform that is talking all about the toxicness that has been put into media about trans people.
So I'm here today to support my good sister Ashley Preston, who organized this event, and I'm so proud of her, so inspired by her, and also to stand with our trans siblings here at Netflix, because it's really, really important that we show up for them, especially being in a workplace where they're seeming to be undervalued, especially with this Dave Chappelle Special. And I just could not let this day go by. Today is my 35th birthday. Black trans women don't even get to make it to 35. And I really wanted to take a day that's special to me and really, really be able to show up for somebody else, because that's the humanitarian thing. I'm just grateful to be here in this amazing space, and you know, today is a new day.
As a community as a whole, you did say that, you know, the trans community is not a monolithic group of people. To those who are out here today who are part of the LGBTQ community who are opposing your protest here, what do you say to them?
When you're cis queer and have never lived the trans experience, you don't understand the nuances that come with the trans experience. So what you're doing is you're projecting underlying transphobia, and I now know who you are, and I need to navigate differently with you as a Black trans person. This is why we have to have so many more conversations about whiteness in the trans community, whiteness in the queer community, and how people tend to cushion it to uphold transphobia.
Those individuals are nowhere near trans. There's a journey to that. It takes an effort. You can't just grow out your bangs and call yourself trans and then expect special rights. Netflix has helped spearhead the movement for trans people in shows with characters that uplift trans people. Netflix hires trans people. Dave Chappelle has hired trans people. And let me tell you, David LaChapelle hiring trans people is a message. It's a statement. Jokes on stage are just jokes. And you guys are setting back an entire movement and causing people to have employment discrimination because of you. Trans Karens. You're fucking Karens.